Neoplasms of the esophagus. I am Dr. Ijaz Muhyiddin and we will discuss neoplasms of the esophagus. Neoplasms are of two types, benign and malignant. Benign are those tumors which are limited to their capsule and they don't spread and they are not threatened. They don't threaten the life of the patient. Whereas the malignant tumors, they spread beyond the borders, they are beyond the margins of the capsule and they are threat to the life of the patient. Benign tumors includes papilloma, adenoma, lipoma, whereas malignant tumors includes melanoma, malignant melanoma, and secondary malignant rarely involves esophagus except bronchogenic carcinoma. Etiology: it is sixth most common cancer in the world. It is a disease of mid to late adulthood with a poor survival rate. 10% will survive for 5 years. Squamous cell usually affects the upper two-thirds of the esophagus and the adenocarcinoma affects the lower one-third of the esophagus. Tobacco, alcohol increases gastroesophageal reflux disease, and lymph node involvement is a bad prognostic sign. Pathology: squamous cell carcinoma and adenocarcinoma are the most common types. Squamous cell carcinoma is most common carcinoma. Adenocarcinoma are increasing. Highest incidence in the world is in Lianjian, Hunan province of China. Supplementation of diet with beta carotene, vitamin E and selenium decreases the incidence. Obesity increases gastroesophageal reflux disease. Lymphatic spread occurs more commonly while hematogenesis spread occurs to the liver, lung, brain and the bones. Clinical features: these include dysphagia, which is most common and late presenting factor, regurgitation, odinophagia, weight loss. These are certain symptoms and signs. Recurrent laryngeal nerve palsy, Horner syndromes, chronic spinal pain and diaphragmatic paralysis are seen. Hoarseness of voice is a sign of advanced and incurable disease. Endoscopy gives early diagnosis showing Barrett esophagus, which is early stage of the disease. Biopsy should be taken in all lesions of the esophagus. Investigations: endoscopy is the first line of investigation. Show esophageal mucosa. Cytology and histology confirm in 95% of the cases. Staging, TNM classification. T1S show high grade dysplasia. T1 tumor invading the lamina propria. T2 tumor invading the muscularis. T3 tumor invading beyond the muscularis, and T4 tumor invading adjacent the structures. N0 lymph node not enlarged. N1 1 to 2 groups enlarged. N2 lymph nodes 3 to 6 groups enlarged. N3 more than 6 groups enlarged. Therefore M0, N0, M0 is no metastasis and M1 is metastasis present. So T1, T2, N0 early stage disease needs surgery alone, whereas T3, T4, N1 stage advanced stage needs surgery, radiotherapy and chemotherapy. Investigations: transcutaneous ultrasound. It is used to assess the spread to the liver. Bronchoscopy show involvement of the trachea and bronchi. Laparoscopy show intra-abdominal metastasis with peritoneal cytology. CT scan, MRI scan and endoscopic ultrasound all show the extent of the disease and its spread within the abdomen and the chest. Barium swallow is again another investigation showing the involvement of the esophagus. Treatment: treatment, radical esophagectomy is most important. Chemotherapy, radiotherapy, palliative treatment, platinum based chemotherapy, gastrotomy with gastric tube. This is just palliative treatment, endoscopic stent insertion, and tracheostomy. Reference is Short Practice of Surgery by Bailey and Love, 26th edition. Thank you. I hope this would help you.